American soldier can think on his own. The Germans could do pretty good when their officers and non-coms are with them. But if they got killed or wounded, the German soldier was left to think on his own, and he couldn't do near as well as we did. And this is one of the big advantage that we had. You could take an American GI, put him out there in the foxhole, nobody around to help him. By God, he'll find a way to win. He will find a way to defeat the enemy. My name is Joe Riley. My rank was a private first class. I fought in, jumped in Utah Beach in Normandy. I jumped into Holland at Air Day. I fought in the Battle of the Bulge, the biggest battle of World War II. I'm a battered bastard of Bastogne. Later on, we went down to Hitler's Eagle's Nest in Bavarian Alps, and that's where we were when the war ended at Berchtesgaden. And World War II was a matter of stopping fascism and Nazism from dominating the world. You got to remember, Hitler had pretty good luck there. He conquered a lot of territory in Europe, and he was doing pretty well until he got to North Africa, and he met the British and he met the American forces. And that started his downhill run. Then it went on to Sicily and Italy, and then of course we had the invasion of Normandy. Normandy was a turning point in World War II because the Allies were able to get so many men aboard and do it so quickly. The hierarchy in the Nazi regime didn't know where we were going to land. They thought we were going to land at Calais. We landed at Omaha Beach and Utah Beach, where I jumped. And we took them by surprise. We were pretty well distributed over a large area. Only 1 out of 5 paratroopers landed when they were supposed to. I was one of the 5. I was a very fortunate man, and I landed where I was, behind Utah Beach, behind the German lines. When you're behind the enemy lines, you're considered a spy. And that's the way it is, always been in military history. Because you see what they have, you see their armament, you see their size of their emplacements, you see exactly how many troops they have in the area. So this is what happens in combat in an enemy situation as it was in World War II. If we would have lost that war, the world would have changed. We'd be speaking either Japanese or German. Just that plain and simple. We have a history of fighting for the underdog. Sometimes we haven't been successful as we should. I believe that we could do a better job to help the working class people in our country than what we've done. But we can only use, our only way we can do it is to try and make it better life for the average working class people of our nation. And that's one of the goals that I think we're trying to make better. It's not an easy thing to do, but I think it's doable. Yes, I am proud to be a part of the Greatest Generation, an organization that has sent me to Europe last year and sent me to Europe again earlier this month. A great organization that's trying to help veterans from both the Pacific and the European theaters. In World War II, our numbers are declining quite rapidly, but we're trying now to set a program where we're going to help the men that served in Vietnam. They served their country well, and they were treated very disgraceful. A very sad part of our history as a nation. But we're trying to cement that to make it a better place for them. They should be more memorialized for doing what they had to do. In World War II, you have to remember this, the enemy had a uniform and we had a uniform. Nowadays, in the Middle East particularly, they don't have a uniform. Man, the guy can come around the corner and shake your hand today, come around the corner tomorrow and shoot you. A very difficult situation for our active duty people. They face a tremendous problem. I don't understand how in the world we can settle their disputes. They've been fighting for 17 centuries over religion, the Sunnis and the Shiites. How are we ever going to change that? I do not understand that because I don't think it's possible for us to do that. We're the greatest country in the world, but we have extended ourselves so much to trying to help these countries to get a better life for themselves, and they don't seem that damn interested in it. It's a terrible thing because it turned out to be a religious war. Well, I believe that we've been very, very lucky. Ever since World War II, the whole situation has changed because of our modern technology today. It's so far advanced from what it was 70 years ago. And every day, things are changing. Now we're getting into more and more of the ultra electronical systems throughout the world. Look at the balloons. We just had that balloon that just was moved out of tether at 10,000 feet that the military has. we were able to capture that balloon. But it's a very, very, very sophisticated world today. And that's the only way we can protect ourselves is to try and be the top of the, not only financial, but the top of technical fields of the world. That's what we're striving to do right now.